What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday night. Me and Fancy just sitting up here chilling, and I was thinking about something. So I felt like getting on here and dropping a video. All right. So it's story time. So I was sitting here thinking about how coming up, some of the most prettiest girls that I can remember. One, her name was Claire. Claire was a pretty girl, real pretty girl. And me and her were friends. And she, in the hood, right, they tricked her. She was tricked into going, she liked the guy. Let me start there. It was this guy that she really liked. And she must have been about 14, 15 years old around that time. This guy she really liked. And it was some projects in Baton Rouge. Claire been dead for a long time now. But there were some projects in Baton Rouge. And she went to the projects to see this one guy, the guy that she liked, okay? After that guy that she liked had sex with her, he took all of her clothes out of that room. He took all of her clothes out of the room so he can then let all of his friends proceed to come in and out of that room and rape her. She finally jumped out of the window buck naked and ran home. The rest of her life went to shit, but it started there. It started right there. I don't think any of those guys were ever arrested or anything like that. The point of the story is some of the most beautiful girls that grow up in the neighborhood, right? Something happened to them girls. Either they got a whole lot of, they have a whole lot of, bunch of kids. It's another girl that come to mind, but I'm not going to be mentioning names, But a lot of girls that came from where I come from, I watched those girls. We were around the same age. Or they may have been a few years older than me, a couple of years older than me. But when I look back, they didn't make it out. Either they dead, they on drugs, they caught HIV. Something terrible happened to those girls. And I was one of the lucky ones. You think I don't know that? I was one of the lucky ones. All I'm asking right now is for you guys to help me get justice. Because I could have been one of them girls. I could have been one of them girls. But it's my duty to try to protect the ones under me from the predators that I know are still out there because I haven't got justice. And if I don't get justice for myself, how am I protecting the ones that's coming up under me? If you don't help me get justice, how are you protecting your family, your kids? One of my predators brought me to a church. And I'm sure y'all know College Temple. 20, 30 years ago, y'all knew his routine. Y'all knew he had keys to churches and shit. I don't think that I have to, somebody know. You know what? It's a possibility that he could have did that. Because I know that he used to be having keys to different churches and this and that back in them days. It's time out for being scared. Scared to tell the truth. Because we're in a different time now. If you can't fight for something as simple as this, look where we heading. First you fight and you clean up your community. Then you can reach outside and try to fix something else. We have to fix home first. Our community. These men was in our community. They infiltrated our community. I remember when my aunt died, before she died. And she was on drugs real bad. But when she found out that she was sick with HIV, she used to go and print out scriptures and hand them to the drug dealers. That was her way of trying to give back and help society, to try to get these drug dealers to see what they had did to her and her life. See if they would change their life by seeing what they did to her. You know what I'm saying? Because karma is a bitch, right? Everything go around in life come around. That's how karma work. You can't expect to keep on doing bad to good people and then don't expect karma to come back and bite you in the ass. That's divine order. That's how life's supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? That's how life's supposed to work. So, you just can't expect to keep doing bad things to good people and expect that shit not to bite you. It's going to come back around. That's how it works. Everything in life goes around, come around. Right? So you don't want those same things to come back around. Those generational curses, them generational curses. Don't you know that? There were people before you, siblings before you, siblings before me, my auntie, people that was younger than that was before me, my cousin, somebody in my ancestry that went through the same stuff, right? With some of these same people, some of these same, entities. So we got to stand together and try to get rid of that. Rid the hood of the bad elements. And those are bad elements. Is all I'm saying. And maybe it took me to say it. Because I've been away from home a long time. But that was to get the strength. God good. For me to be able to stand up and tell y'all. No. What you thinking was an illusion. And I was stuck in the illusion for a long time. But I also had to fight my way out of the illusion. And when I tell you I had to fight out of the illusion, I'm still fighting. That's what this is. A fight to get out of the illusion and claim my life.